Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Mr. Have to have the head to wear the hat.
and me, Banshee. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to Lions Game Day. Gonna be a good one today. I can't wait to watch this one. Well, I hope everybody knows Mercury is
Kara.
going direct today. Woohoo! Oh, hi, Kara.
Dextros, are you saying that that's what happened? That maybe you weren't online for a while and YouTube just decided to turn them off?
Oh.
It has a sense of plausibility to it, I suppose. Interesting. Hi, Jackie. Hello to everyone. Thank you
hello
for
to everyone.
putting your questions there and whatnot.
All right. Well, I'm going to get started with the card for the collective, and maybe Mr. O can add some people if anybody comes in.
Okay.
I got Kara. I did get Kara.
You're actually first in line, Zareen.
Yeah, Zareen, congratulations.
Right, congratulations. So,
after we get done with this reading, we will be doing you next, okay?
So if you want to get your question ready, though, that's fine. We'll be doing that within the approximate next several minutes.
Yeah, good for you. That's a great, hey, try to get here as early as you can, we say, on a Sunday in particular. And on a Lions Game Day where I can actually watch a game, you bet.
Yes, Victoria, there is another pool for you today.
I had a little mishap. I fell in the house yesterday, and my hand
kind of a big thing.
My wrist is really hurting, but it's a lot better than it was. I iced it right away. I put heat on it today, and it's a lot better than it was, but if the shuffling gets to be too much for me, I may have Mr. O do all the shuffling today. We'll see.
Oh, let's tell the truth, Banshee. You were bashing at me, and you just broke your knuckles.
It was right after the Material Matters filming.
She's like, how dare you? And
tripped over some stuff on the floor I should have seen and avoided. And boy, was that a fall. I'm lucky.
You know, when the show is set up, we tend to have really close quarters in there. And maybe we had mixed signals about who was leaving first or who was doing what first. So it was kind of a bad deal when it happened. It was really sore looking.
Oh, man, it's bad. And I have a bump over here, and I have a bruise on my opposite knee. Pretty good bruise. But I iced everything, and like I said, last night I could not move this without pain. But it's so much better today.
Are we supposed to do a birthday reading?
No.
Yes! Christine, right?
Christine!
Oh!
Okay, Zareen.
When were we supposed to do it?
Today.
Okay.
No, you are right, Christine. It is today.
We forgot.
All right.
We're sorry.
Yeah, and I have it on my calendar, too. That's so funny. But listen, no problem.
Right, that's why we were going to do it today, because it's tomorrow.
However, Zareen, we always do birthday readings first on the show, and so you're going to have to wait till after that reading for your reading.
Right. No, we're going to do it. That's our policy. So, Zareen, hang in there. We have your question.
Yeah.
You wrote it, so we appreciate that. Right after we do the birthday reading for Christine, which was promised, we will do your reading. So several minutes more. Sorry.
But you're here early enough. We will definitely get to you today.
All right. Now I'm going to pull the card for the collective.
Chills. Brr. It has
and
been cold.
It's chills.
Well, I'm going to keep the show moving now because holy moly.
Holy moly.
No, it's fine. We'll get it in. Chills. The keyword is wake-up call. Awareness. Warning.
Thank you, Zareen.
Boy, that fall of mine was a wake-up call to be more careful. Let me tell you, I cannot keep doing that. Upon my flesh, within thy bones, quivers a crawling frozen in numbness. Shall I ignore or shall I bestow it? A frozen knowing looks back at thy soul. Your body is an intelligent being providing you with warning signs when you are in danger. Chills are one of these signs, and they warn you to seek shelter and warmth so that you do not freeze. Just like the body, your soul provides you with warning signs in the form of your intuition or the gut feeling that tells you something isn't right. Sacred soul, your awareness is needed now. You may be heading into a situation that can be avoided. Like a fall? This is so bizarre.
You know, I wonder
I'm
if
not
our
done, but
house is haunted because we both have had some really good falls.
nobody has pushed me. I've never felt pushed, so I can't say that.
Mine happened on Halloween night, so...
Yeah. Yeah. There are red flags and clues that you have been ignoring. You may have felt the creepy feeling that something is off, but without proof, your ego tries to convince you that your feelings are misguided or premature. Do not dismiss what you feel. There is still time to seek shelter from the cold before getting caught at night in the snow. Well, Mr. O, I've taken that to heart and say, I won't rule out, a ghost, but I just don't feel it. I've never felt a malevolent
just
energy
energies
here.
maybe of some other sort.
So I just don't think so.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
this is an important reminder to us. You know what else is a good indicator of something wrong with the body? Pain. Pain. Depending on the kind of pain you experience, don't put off seeing a doctor if you feel you need to. Hey, if this doesn't continue to improve in 24, 48 hours after, and it's already improved majorly, I would go see my doctor. So the bottom line for you is pay attention to the signals that your body gives you and your intuition is giving you in a certain situation.
And you did some intentional kind of energy work last
did.
night to try to start the healing and get it going.
And I think besides some of the stuff, the preventative things I did, it really did help.
That's kind of like a variation on reading the room, only it only goes vertically in one direction.
Oh, that's okay, Victoria. I really, and in a way, I kind of jinxed myself because it wasn't too long ago. I was thinking to myself, gee, my balance is so much better. It's been a long time since I have fallen. I know.
All right, so let's move into Christine's birthday reading. And of course, happy birthday, Christine.
Happy birthday to you, Christine.
This is the layout of the reading. There's 6 cards, and it basically covers the idea of what gifts, because it's the birthday gift spread, have come to you between last year and this year, and also kind of where they come from and what they mean. Hey, Mysterious, how you doing too? And Tanya. Hey, Tanya.
Okay, so Mysterious is here and on the list. What I'm doing is, hold on a minute. Sorry. And who came in? Tanya. I'm adding
Tanya came in? Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Yes.
I have Christine at the beginning now.
All right.
And let's go. Let's just roll. Let's get this going. Okay. We're not going to get anything short shrift. You're using a deck?
Yeah, I'm going to use the Crow's Magic Tarot.
I can't remember. Do we do a Lenormand for this? We go back and forth.
I don't think we have all
I don't think we have. I think we just do the cards. Yeah. So
maybe if we find that there's anything that really is disjointed, we could, but normally it works out pretty good. Not too bad, other than the fact that Banshee was just recounting the story of her fall last night after we recorded the Material Matters for this morning. And we're in cramped quarters upstairs in our studio up there. She fell and kind of hurt herself.
I really did some energy work on it, and I don't normally think to do this. I'm reading a really nice book right now by, oh gosh, I can't remember her name. I can't believe it. But she's a psychic medium who started reading for Llewellyn and is in really good with Matt Oren and some real key. She's in a real key. The Temple of Witchcraft, which is in a major witchcraft community. She's got a chronic illness as well, and it's it's a blood illness that almost killed her. And so I kind of glommed onto her, but she wrote a book called Chronically Magical. And it's about dealing magically with chronic illness. And it's very helpful to me. I just started diving into it, but it got me really thinking about doing things like this more often. Okay.
All right. Card 1.
Card 1 is the gift you received last year, Christine, that you can use to make the most out of this year.
And it's the Upright Empress. Oh, this is such a pretty card here. It says underneath conception and intuition. So it may be that the gift of last year was the idea that maybe something came to you in a sense of a vision or an intuition, a dream, or just a realization that you could start putting your energies, and the Empress is mighty creative energies, but you could really find something to kind of pour yourself into over the course of this year.
Right. And I don't know if it was last year was the year you really started getting involved more heavily with the martial arts. It could be about that, but it could be something else, Christine. Something that you really were immersing yourself in, something that you gave birth to, a new project, a new goal, a new focus in life that, is really making you feel productive, making you feel like you are producing positive results by doing this.
All right. Card 2. Please read.
Oh, the gift of the present moment. I'm sorry.
And it is the reversed 5 of Wands.
The reversed 5 of Wands. Wow. Okay. So the gift of the present moment is maybe a little bit of less pressure on you, especially when facing others. I could go back to your martial arts and just say that maybe, you're not as intimidated anymore when facing competition that's steep. But in your regular life, maybe there's a little less tension, there's a little less stress, there's a little bit more people getting along with one another.
It almost sounds like maybe a little bit of a change that comes through maybe some meditation or some reflective work, the kind of realization that you don't want to be or find your enemy everywhere. You want to really sort of see everything more as a normative and something that you can more calmly deal with rather than having to overtake it and win. It's sort of like changing the overall slant towards how you feel about competition for certain things.
And if things get too overwhelming for you, you know when to walk away from something, when to just decompress. Okay, so card 3 is the gift from your connections with others in this next year.
And it's
wow.
It sort of talks to what I said a little bit, maybe the idea of being reflective, but maybe the gift from others is maybe a little bit of modeling in that regard, that maybe what you learn from others is some of their more personal reflective modes or meditations or mantras that they may be able to share with you, or reflective thoughts that give you a philosophy that make you feel you could move in that direction.
This could mean to me, pulling yourself away to dive deeper into something, maybe spiritual matters, philosophical matters, or just to become more in tune with yourself, your own body, your own psyche, your own rhythms. And I think, too, on a second level, there may be a point this year, even though it's still upright, there may be a point this year, though, where you will feel you have wisdom and mentoring to share with someone else. And so I feel here that you will pull back for a time, but there's going to be a time, too, where you are going to be sharing, your knowledge and your wisdom with others.
Thanks for sharing that, Jackie. Banshee will appreciate that. And
that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think, too, that what we're talking about here is something that maybe comes from either somebody's modeling behavior or somebody who has influenced you to consider that. All right, card 4.
Card 4 is the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on your dreams or goals. Wow.
And it's a nice and beautiful card. It's the upright 9 of coins, and I'm going to put it over here, I think.
Christine, I'm going to start this, and I'm just going to say, go into your dreams and goals and your desires as if you already have them. You are in a really good position right now. Recognize the strengths that you have, that you've accumulated for yourself, all the positive qualities, maybe even the material things that assist you in pursuing your goals and dreams. Whatever it is, or your physicality, if it's about martial arts, whatever it is, go from a place of you've got it all, but a little more would be nice.
Well, it seems to almost be working to some degree from the other cards. And to me, that upright nine of coins represents the idea that there's a comfortability and a sense of really feeling good about what you already have. Not that, like Banshee says, you don't want more, but that you are coming from a place of some amount of comfort and security, or that you will learn to appreciate that in this year ahead.
Yeah. Okay, and card 5 is the gift from your spirit guides and ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind for the next year?
And it's the upright 7 of Cups. So it could be that they want you to consider a plethora of possibilities for yourself, that there may be more than one thing that you could easily find yourself involved in or engaged in or very interested in. So, for example, maybe it could be prospects of new personal relationships of any sort or degree, but it could also be other kinds of connections or opportunities that maybe are work-related or activity, lifestyle related.
Their message to you, Christine, is that they want you to realize the sky's the limit. You have options galore available to you, and they're all in on whatever you finally eventually choose to pursue. But know that really there's a lot that you could achieve this year. Just getting that card in that position makes me feel that your ancestors want you to know you shouldn't put limits on yourself right now. No limits.
So
I just had a card for the collective about that called Infinity. Go ahead.
So finally, card 6
is the gift the year will ultimately give to you. What lessons have you learned, or progress or growth have you achieved by year's end? You are just, this is such a great
This is an
reading.
amazing reading. The 2 of Swords reversed.
You know, the 2 of Swords reversed is about making the right moves and decisions. You now know what, by year's end, you're ready to focus on a particular dream or goal, I think. You have all those options there, and maybe you've been dabbling a little bit here, a little bit there, but by year's end, you are focused and determined to move yourself in a particular direction in order to achieve success.
That's the 2 of Swords. The idea of saying that you allowed yourself to access all the information or resources that were available to you before actually, making that decision or making that movement. And I want to bring up something interesting that Banshee may not have noticed, but we have one card each of the suits.
Oh,
a
nice.
real sense of balance. We have coins, cups, swords, and wands, and we have 2 upright major arcana.
Very nice, balanced reading here.
Yeah.
I suspect, whether you're anticipating it or not, Christine, it's going to be a very successful year for you, a very comfortable year for you. You have that 9 of Pentacles there. You have just a lot of great energy here. So use it. Be confident going into 2025 that, you can manage whatever comes your way. Just
Happy birthday.
Looks great. Happy birthday. And remember this date. You can come back and look at this reading at any time. Wow.
All right.
Enjoy. Happy birthday to you. All right. Let's move on to Zareen, who's been trying to get on this show for so long and missing out. We got you covered, Zareen.
Thanks for your patience and understanding. Appreciate.
So what is my SP Abdul
Hi,
Raymond?
Estelle. I'll add Estelle.
Okay, thank you. What does my SP Abdul Raymond feel for me, and is there any future between us? And I guess that will be my deck. We'll test my hands here again. See how I shuffle. If my hand starts pooping out on me, I might just give you my decks to shuffle.
I got it.
So we'll still be using my decks, but it is a little difficult. And some cards are a little more forgiving than others. Maybe I'll try to focus on those decks.
Zareen, I'm just going to ask a question, but does SP mean spouse?
Or special person?
Or special person, and you are separated from them in some form or manner?
Okay.
You're very kind, too. Thank you for that. For wishing our friend Christine a happy birthday.
Okay, yes, happy birthday, absolutely.
Specific person. Okay, thank you. Very good. Good to know that. It helps a little bit. So you want to know what Abdul feels for you, and if there is any actual future, and I assume you mean, going into a stronger or deeper relationship.
Okay, I shuffled.
All right.
Oh, specific person. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a 9 of Cups. We got or coins. We got the 9 of Coins again with a different deck, but this time it's reversed. Ah. The King of Cups is upright.
It is the King of Cups.
Oh, and the 9 of Swords is upright too.
Let's throw the Lenormand
Okay.
too, as I have shuffled them. And the moon, call it the midnight moon here. And the candy cane, which is the cross. Okay.
I don't know what to say here. There may be some difficulties. The King of Cups is a nice card. I think this person may mean well. They feel like, that they're trying to look at things from a balanced emotional perspective here, but they're not feeling totally happy or satisfied here. Something feels missing to them, and that's that 9 of Pentacles reversed. I just feel that way, and they're having some stresses and anxieties when it comes to what they want to do or what they're thinking about things, right? I'm not even going to get into the Lenormand yet, but those 3 cards, the 9 of Swords.
Well, I like the fact that there's 2 9s there, and 9s can kind of mean like fulfillment of a cycle in a way, or the end of a cycle before it begins again. The King of Cups may suggest that Abdu does have kind feelings or have fonder feelings, but I think there's a challenge in terms of either some other problems or anxieties that they have right now that occupy their mind, and that's the 9 of Swords. And for some reason, I feel like maybe it could be related to other people that are close in their life, like maybe their family in some way, or somebody that means something to them, and maybe they have their attention divided towards that situation. The 9 of Coins maybe is suggesting that somebody is not very comfortable with things, and I think that adds to the idea that they sort of feel they have a sense of powerlessness, or sort of stuck at the moment, that they're not thinking necessarily of you, not because they don't like you, but because they seem to be preoccupied.
I don't believe it's about preoccupation. I won't go there. I do feel he might be onto something with that 9 of Swords, and I would just say this, that it's possible others might be influencing Zarene's decisions towards you. They might be adding to Zarene's stress or anxieties about, connecting more deeply, or being, more, or looking at you more fairly here. I think that with the cross and the moon now, the candy cane and the moon, that could indicate that really there's kind of a partnership with this person in whatever way you want, whether it's romantic or otherwise. There may be more grief or difficulties along the way than it's worthwhile. What is the second card again?
The King of Cups?
No, the second, it's the moon. That's why I was saying it, because it's about romance. So I feel here, anything that might involve a more romantic or a stronger connection between the two of you, whether it's romantic or not, could be more problematic than it's worth.
It seems like there's a pause in that, maybe going forward at all even. And I feel...
And maybe that's why that's what he feels I wanted to add.
Right, and I think, and you haven't mentioned this yet or corroborated, but I think that it has something to do with his family or people that he's close to somehow in his family, and that maybe he's being pulled into solving their problems or supporting them in something. And so it's pulling him away from his own, choices or possible ambitions.
It's hard, you asked a question in the beginning, and it's hard to find all that out now, Serene. But I will say this, there may be an indication here that it is about you, to me, Mr. Ossoff family. So we might have to explore this another time and just look at that question. What is occupying Zereem's mind? Is it me he's concerned about or other matters? Because when I see the King of Cups here, it shows somebody who wants to be kind, who doesn't want to hurt people, and so he may not know how to end it with you. And he may be trying to just put you off, which really isn't very nice when it comes down to it. But some people have difficulty in saying goodbye. And so it could be that. I can't rule it out. And that's the way I was kind of leaning with my reading. So if you want to expound on where you were going with yours and what you feel.
No, I like what you said there, and I kind of would agree with that. I guess the feeling like there's just sort of enough things going on in Abdul's life that he maybe is not able to put himself in a pattern that maybe brings a closer connection to you. And it may be that will hold for a while. And I don't know for sure it'll change. The moon to me can sometimes indicate that things take a cycle or more than one cycle to move on. The saying many moons, or let's give it some time in moon cycles. So I think, like Banshee said, that maybe you might want to come back to us and ask some of these questions at another opportunity. We'd be happy to try that.
I will say this, too, that it seems to me it's hard for me to tell if his problems are coming from work or family with the cards we've pulled here. The
Could be either.
The 9 of coins might be about family or home. It might be, but it really is more about things that he values, that gives him value. So I don't know, that could be work. So that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of a little torn here as to what's going on because the cards aren't very specific in that regard. It could be either way. And I can't get any clearer than that, but I think this gives you an idea that he it looks like this kind of grief or uncertainty is going to continue for a while. And that if you did finally get a little bit closer involved, that I think this is going to carry over into that as well, whatever it is.
I personally don't think he doesn't think about you or care about you. But I also don't think he's in big trouble. I just sort of think he has a real sense of divided priorities in his life.
That's what we have for you. I know we're both a little divided ourselves on this one. But I do think it's pretty clear here that nothing is going to change right now. And maybe not till after the end of the year do I see any changes in this situation. And so good luck with that.
I've added them to the list for you. Shirley and Mary the Aries have joined us.
Oh, thank you.
And Jennifer and I did talk about that, and we're waiting until tomorrow to see if it arrives. And we're working on a contingency plan, so I'll let you more if I need to. But thanks for asking. So far, so good. And yeah, Shirley, we got you.
And Victoria,
and Zareen, do come back, and we'll try and pick it up again.
It is your deck for Ms. Victoria.
All right. So it's Victoria. Did Victoria want a general or did she have a question?
Hey, you're welcome, Serene. I'm glad we're able to do a reading for you. I know you've been wanting this. I'm sorry it couldn't be more definitive than you needed, but it's a start. We'll just keep exploring this.
So Victoria wanted to know about whether the drones thing was psyops. Was that what the question was?
Oh.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff there about the drones, Victoria. Me and him have been going back and forth debating this as well. We're thinking of more, well, I don't want to get into our thoughts on it, but we both have slightly different opinions.
Is it a toothpaste flavor or is it a mouthwash? It's neither.
It's interesting, the whole drone thing. It is. So let's ask if it's a psyop.
Are the drones part of a psyop? All right.
It's your deck.
I know. And what deck should I use? I think I'll use the Uncommon Tarot.
I'm pretty convinced it's not aliens. I'm not totally convinced, though. I'm keeping a slight window open there.
I'm leaning towards some sense of psyops, but
not necessarily U.S. psyops.
But the question is, whose are they?
So let's see if it is psyops and see if we can get a glimmer on where it might be.
So how do we want to do
from.
this? Just 3 cards?
3 cards.
Alrighty.
I think. Yeah. We may do a yes/no. All right.
First card, the reversed 4 of Swords. Give it a rest, Victoria. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa, that's kind of...
I'm kidding.
I don't know what to make of that. Go on.
Next card, reversed 7 of Cups. You can decide for yourself.
No.
I'm kidding again.
I think we're going to find out.
Yes, that's what I think it means.
Yeah.
After a pause. Ooh, I have a really bad feeling now.
Was it reversed?
It is reversed.
What is it?
It's the reversed 9 of Coins, which we just had in the
Well, is that
last
so
reading.
terrible? That's not so terrible. So
Okay, 4 of Swords. It's going to set off an EMP, and then we're all going to find out and not be very comfortable.
The 4 of Swords indicates to me that there will be... It's possible the drone activity will pause now. It's possible it'll tone down and pause. I just have a feeling here. Or that somebody might put the stop to it.
Or
find a way
pause.
to stop all of the energy being put towards this, right? So that means coming up with who's behind it. Either it will be revealed by the people involved, or we're going to get to the bottom of it somehow. I really feel with that card being reversed, the 7 of Cups, that
I like this.
Pardon me?
I like this.
Yeah, the 7 of Cups, that the options are going to be narrowed to one place. And then, although I have my feeling there might be 2 people involved, I wonder about that. I'll be curious to see how this turns out. And finally, with the last card, which is...
The 9 of Coins.
Yes,
reversed.
the 9 of Coins reversed is maybe it's... I could go a couple different ways on this. But what I'm thinking of is we're going to figure out it wasn't as big a threat as we thought it was. So in other words, maybe it is U.S. based. You know, I'm thinking here the 9 of Coins is about your home, your garden, you know, in a way, your home front. Maybe it is us doing this. Maybe it's us testing new tech.
This still has a sense of maybe not feeling very secure or safe once this happens.
Oh, do you think so?
Oh, do I think so?
Okay, all right. Well, I was going with maybe because when it's upright or reversed to me, it doesn't seem that detrimental either way to me.
Okay,
but
that's fair.
I like, you know, he could be right here, but I get the feeling it may involve that it's the home front. But the other thing about it is that maybe it was just reconnaissance and not something that puts us in any kind of imminent danger.
I don't necessarily feel this is like an authoritarian takeover from any particular quarter, our own or someone else. I don't think like the military is locking us down. But I do
Victoria, you have read my mind, seriously. That's
Yes,
what I've been
right.
thinking almost right from the get-go. I have some other theories, but that's a big one. Yeah.
Maybe what this really says is that we will have time to really think about what this is, that maybe to some degree finding that answer coming to this point really will involve some real deep dives or some sort of removing ourselves from the active thoughts because maybe we are just too hypersensitive to it now. Maybe we need to really have some distance on some level.
Well, if it is that person, I am really concerned because my personal
They're
feeling
kind of a
is
nine of coins
they have
person.
too much power as it is even before they get into a position, in government, a pseudo position in government. And they've been given too much leeway as it stands. And I am concerned. I'm concerned a lot about that because they haven't shown a lot of stability. They may be smart, but smart and stable, those are two different things. Go ahead.
No, I'm good with that. Let's see the
Oh,
Lenormand.
I didn't even look at these.
You didn't?
Nope.
And there's our midnight moon. And crack that whip.
Well, I think, wow, this almost sounds like there could be aggressive intentions of some sort and not harmonious ones. The moon is about harmony, but the whip is about aggression. And so I think there's kind of a push-pull going on here, but I could also look at this to say there may be a quick revelation here, that maybe that success will come, we'll figure out who the aggressor or who is trying to intimidate with all these drones fly, or show their power with with these drones flying around. What do you think?
Well, the whip means change too. It's not just swift movement. It also means something sort of is set into motion that maybe had been distracted or very inactive. And the moon talks about, of course, fortune, luck. In some vaguer sense, it could be talking about changes because the moon is ever changing.
So I really do think this shows it's earthbound to me. I really feel that way. But I don't know. And I think it might be more the home front than not, which could lead to what you had suggested there.
What did I say earlier?
What?
It's hard to believe that American military superiority could let this
Exactly.
happen. It really is hard to believe that. I mean, think of anything I want to about these capabilities.
But that does not rule out outside actors because
True.
maybe for whatever reasons they want to play their cards close to the chest and not be intimidated by whoever's doing this. So, I mean, or keep their future response close to their chest. So I feel here it could be outside or inside, but I'm leaning inside. Good luck with that. That was a good reading, Victoria.
That was
Thanks.
a very cool reading.
Yeah, I know. It's really occupying my news cycle. That and the Lions. So that's what I'm spending my time on.
All right, and Jackie's up.
Okay. And here,
Yay.
you get those now. Hi, Jackie. Did Jackie post? Let's see.
Earlier, I believe they did,
I shall
but
find
for the
it.
life of me, I can't remember when it was.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'll find it.
Have me and my daughter met in a past life.
Oh.
Nice. Thank you, Jackie.
How do
for
we want to do
reposting it.
that? I
Well,
mean, I could do a yes, no, but I don't
we
know.
could do that as a final resort and just try and see what 3 cards tells us. Do you have a nice deck for that?
Well,
Alrighty.
I'm
Vroom.
going to use the Unfolding
Hope so.
Path Tarot. These I think we're going to throw 3 cards and do a yes, no if needed. That's
If
the
we
way
need
it's
to,
gonna
right?
go.
Mhm.
Okay, this deck is a little harder for me to shuffle. I'm going to toss some of you to shuffle a couple times too. I did a couple,
Okay.
but this one is a little more stiff. And I'm promising to take care of this. I told it last night I was going to take care of it. So I am. And you can cut them for me.
Alrighty.
right. Let's see what we have here, Jackie. The Lovers upright.
So yeah, but not in the way you thought.
The Eight of Pentacles upright.
Interesting.
But the Page of Cups reversed. Interesting is right.
You want mine?
Yes, I do.
Written in the stars. The greeting card or the letter. And the stars.
Wow, Jackie. You know, I feel like this is highly possible. I'm sorry I don't have the deck with past life things that carry over. I'm still working with that deck, but I'm going to start bringing it out soon. And I will let you know when I bring that out if you have another past life question. But the Lovers here to me may indicate that whether you were in a past life together or not, you both have chosen to be together in this life. I just feel that when I saw the Lovers card. That's why I was like you know, and maybe it's because something is not finished. You both still need to work on something together, which of course again indicates to me that there could be a past life connection here. I feel there's still some more things to learn from each other. That is why you are here. And the Page of, well, how do I expect this? The Page of Cups reversed might indicate to me that, I don't know how I want to fit this in. Go ahead with those two cards, or take all three if you want.
I like what Banshee said. I wasn't feeling that exactly, but that makes a lot of sense. To me, though, it's a literal idea that somehow you were, an item with that soul, that person. And of course, a lot of times we keep thinking that if we have past lives, our personalities, I'm not saying it's you, Jackie, but our personalities were the same. They weren't. Our personalities were different in other lives. And so the idea of that strong love connection or soul connection is based on something else, not necessarily what you might think it is. So I like that. I get the feeling like, there was some sort of more intimate or marriage or spousal connection. And yeah, I think Banshee's nailed it. There's something not finished there. This is what takes me, though, to the Page of Cups reversed, because I have the feeling that the power ratio or differential is different in this life from the previous one. I think that's what that means. And so, of course, the idea could be that maybe there was a big age difference as spouses, and so you didn't have a complete life with each other, and so maybe this is saying, so now you have this life where you may have to work on things, but it's not exactly the same, but
the power dynamic is different.
The power dynamic
but
is different.
I was thinking when I saw the Lovers, were they lovers? Were they husband and wife? Or were they in love in some way in this lifetime? Or did they closely work together? Because of that work card there, the Eight of Pentacles. I couldn't decide. But seeing that Page of Cups reversed makes me think maybe you were in a relationship or lovers, and there were maybe some issues that, maybe you are still working out now in this life, that's playing out in this life.
Well, it's very true. A lot of us are the opposite gender, and it just should be understood that way. Banshee and I have had past life regressions where we have been either gender, and a lot of times have been siblings in our previous lives. So it's just kind of a weird thing.
The final thing with the star and the letter, it's almost like he gave it away in the beginning. It's almost like there's a destiny here being written. Okay?
In the stars.
There's a destiny here still being written. And as a matter of fact, when this life is done, Jackie, your story together may still be ongoing. I get that feeling here when I see that.
Yes, the story's not over.
Yeah. Nope.
So I think the answer is yes. Maybe someday we should do a past life show again. We keep saying that.
I know. We always promise and we're not delivering, but we will have a lightning round in January. Absolutely. That is going to happen.
All right.
Can't tell you when. It'll just pop up.
So, right, that could be a question.
So I hope everybody's notifications are working. People have had problems with that in the past, but we'll see what happens. That's what we have for you, Jackie. Great questions we're getting today.
That was a great reading.
Love
I hope
them
you
all
liked
so
it.
far.
You did.
All right. And of course, starting with a birthday reading is always fun.
All right, so we are on Ari. I think Ari
Yes,
left us a
Sonny, I don't
question.
need that right now. You can see I'm struggling here with my... Yeah, I got to get the list going. I'm sorry. Ari is up.
Right, I'm looking for Ari's question. I thought they might have left it here.
Aries.
General in regards to love. All right.
Okay.
You're welcome, Jackie.
General in
Thank you.
regards to what?
Love.
Oh, love.
In regards
Okay,
to
got
love.
it. Okay.
Alrighty, so I am going to use my Tarot of the
Oh,
Mind's Eye.
Sonny, it would be nice if you could kind of
I like it, the golden
move
gilt.
a different direction.
Hey, Sonny.
But I'll deal. Yeah, thank you, Sonny. I don't need your weight. That's okay. Sonny wants to be a part of the show so badly. He says, I can shuffle those cards. I can put my energy in those cards. All right. Okay, son. That's what we have here. Oh,
All right, first card is the Empress. The next card is the Devil reversed. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Next card, final card, is the reversed Five of Pentacles.
wow.
So that's
So
kind
it's
of
a
interesting.
general about love, and I feel here that there may be some slow progress in the love department. The Five of Pentacles reversed indicates that it seems like, you know, you're going to be on more firmer footing in the love department. Maybe there'll be some invitations or some interesting people that you meet, Ari, that are worth pursuing. And I feel that way even about the, what's in the...
Devil reversed.
The devil reversed here. It's almost as if you feel very uninhibited to move forward now and more confident and less, how should I say this? I don't want to say desperate. Desperate's not the right word, but less obsessed with the need to have to be, you know, have to have somebody. You want to find somebody who's really going to be compatible, and I think that progress is going to be made. And the Empress here is also showing that. There's things happening. There's growth here. Something that may happen or develop, and maybe Mr. O, I should show you the Lenormand because I think they play into this.
The stars. And the kitten.
So I'm just going to throw them right out there now and let Mr. O have at it. But I feel here that some friendship or somebody you meet and maybe you just start talking to, etc., could develop into something that could be destined to develop into something for you with the stars there. I think that kitten and the stars indicates that to me.
Well, I have to tell you that a lot of times if I see the Empress show up in a love reading, I think like somebody's pregnant or somebody's going to get pregnant.
Let's say pregnant with possibilities.
We can do that, but I'm just saying like, okay, you know, just
Do be careful.
throwing that out there, you know, if you don't want to be pregnant, you know. But it does speak, of course, to the idea of something, you know, growing, something creative happening, something progressive, progress. And, of course, the Devil reverse could be saying overcoming inhibitions, overcoming things that maybe held you back or made you feel you were codependent. Maybe this is also understanding that, you know, Of course, it's not about you feeling like you have to have a relationship, but to some degree, you may be looking at this and saying, it's not a question of it defining me anymore. It's really a question of saying, this is what I'm free to do.
Much better stated. Thank you.
And I like the Five of Pentacles reversed because it's like maybe something goes bloom in your head and it opens up a door to other possibilities or situations.
Maybe the Five of Pentacles reversed is about you getting in a particular, how do I put this? You put yourself in the right place to find somebody. Maybe it's a new job, Aries, and you meet somebody there. Maybe it's a new social scene or situation you put yourself in, a new community that you become a part of, that you find success.
And then looking, of course, at the kitten, which is the dog and the stars, I think this is saying, trust the feels you're going to get. Trust the sense of destiny or the sense of the future that's coming to you. You're going to probably see it more so in this next year, but I think you're going to see things which are kind of outlined there that really are opening up a different way forward, a new way forward.
I like this.
Good luck
with it. I would say December, January, maybe you're going to see some real positive shifts going on here. So good luck with that. All right. I'm going to post the list. And we are on Mysterious Queen.
Hey.
And I know they posted a question. Oh.
We are probably close to closing the list too, maybe.
Yeah, we might be.
One or two more.
Maybe.
If that. Hi, Mysterious Queen.
Wow, this thing of mine just doesn't want to... Oh, there it is. May I know, will I get my MBBS degree, medical? I'm facing troubles to get admission, and please tell me, is it a good fit? I would say good fit for me to get this degree, or should I give up on this? All right. Well, let's take a look at that.
All right. And that's your deck.
Yeah. I'm going to use...
All right, that's a serious question, all right.
The Yule Tarot.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I understand it probably causes you a lot of anxiety.
I don't see that message, I guess. Yeah, it'll come up. I'm always so behind you. All right. These are a little easier to shuffle. Yeah, that's good. Whoops. But I gotta cut them with my right hand. My left hand is not cooperating today. It's funny how much you realize, no matter right or left-handed, how much you need that other hand.
Right, because it coordinates within your brain to coordinate tasks.
You know what's really funny about this, even though he has more hair? He reminds me of my cancer doctor, this guy. The Four of Gifts. The Four of
Oh my goodness.
Pentacles. Upright. The Death card, upright. And the Seven of Cups, or in this deck, the Seven of Good Cheer reversed. Well, that's interesting to me.
I know.
So what is the first one again? The
the Four of Pentacles.
Okay, Four of Pentacles upright.
Yeah.
And Death. Okay, this is really interesting to me, Mysterious Queen. You've got Death in the middle of these two cards. And on the one hand, the Four of Pentacles is showing me that this medical thing means so much to you. You want to hold on to this at all costs. And on the other side of the Death card is the, what is it again? The Seven of Cups reversed. And that indicates here that you may have to make a move, choice, or decision that's better suited, that is the right one suited for you, whether it's holding on to your dream or doing something else. And the Death card is in the middle. The Death card is pivotal here. And what it's saying is radical change is needed here. Now, I can look at this two ways. Change is needed in your approach to what's really valuable to you, going and getting your medical, degree, or maybe a major change in focus. Maybe, for example, is there some other area in the medical that you might be more, that you might qualify easier for? And see, I don't know how admissions works in that regard. Like, for example, here, if you're going for a pharmaceutical degree over a surgeon's degree, or a surgeon's degree over a general practitioner's degree. I don't know if admission standards are different for those various levels, where you are at in Pakistan. Are you in Pakistan? I forget. Mysterious Queen, I don't know where you are and you're trying to do this at, but that, I don't know what your standards are. So the thing is, you may have to change your approach or maybe slightly modify the path you're willing to take here. It still may be possible, but you're going to have to make major changes in order to make this happen.
Well, the idea of the Seven of Cups sort of says that maybe there is more than one avenue, but you have to really figure out which one is the best one. What is your best choice? I do feel that Death card is pivotal. Death always means big change, great change. And so it could be that that's what it's talking about here, is the change is either saying you might need to double down. The Four of Pentacles is, in a way, is a double down kind of card on what you're doing now, or you may have to be open to finding a different avenue or a different way there. So now I'm going to throw out...
Well, hold on. I want to say something else about that Seven of Cups. You want to explore your options here. Don't give up completely, but explore the options. And if it just doesn't seem like you can make this work, what other options could make you happy? And what changes do you need to make in order to pursue them?
So these kind of confuse me in a way, because they really, in a sense, talk to my idea here. I'm not sure what you're going to say, but it's the mice, and it's the kitten, which is the dog. And I'm thinking this is saying you have to be loyal through what may be a smaller set of problems or anxieties or struggles than you may realize. That maybe this is saying working through them or staying loyal to them. So it sort of sounds like it's leaning towards sticking with it. But I know you're going to differ.
No, I don't know. I'm getting a different vibe off of the kitten card when it's with the mice.
Okay.
I feel as though there may be things that are putting roadblocks in your way. Little things, little obstacles in your path. And, I know the kitten is about friend cards, but it's also about loyalty and who you can trust. And right now, I don't know here. I don't know if you're getting bad advice from someone or somebody is trying to block your admissions, if there's some outside force here that's doing that. But I feel here that maybe they can be overcome. So like Mr. O, I would say this, that you may not have to give up on your dream, but you have to figure out what it is you need to do to overcome the obstacles that maybe others have put in your path. Whether it's the admission standards at a university and people are towing a line on that, or whether you're getting bad advice from that university, or if somebody is just rejecting you for whatever reasons, And maybe, like I said before, I think when you've asked about this path for you before, I have suggested that maybe if there is another medical program or university in Pakistan that you should be exploring, you might want to do that. That's what I see here. I wish you luck. I think it's still kind of open-ended in that the choice ultimately is yours, but that You shouldn't necessarily stop pursuing this, but you may need to make some major changes in order to make this happen.
It seems like there are other factors involved, and they may be fruitful, or you may have to decide to stick with it.
Well, we can do a quick yes/no on that, Mysterious. I'll do that for you.
Yeah, let's do that.
And we'll leave it at that. We'll try one here real quick. We'll do the one card one. Can you shuffle for that?
Sure can.
I appreciate it. I'll get the cheat sheet. We'll just see what the cards say on this. And it's one card. We'll take it with a little bit of a grain of salt here, but I do like this method. I think it'll work for us.
Oh, it's your method, right? The yes or no.
No, it's not mine. I got it off the internet,
Right.
and I honestly don't know
mine
where it
is my
came from
method.
to give credit to.
Well, mine is my method.
Anyway.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
The cards were very neutral on this, but leaning
ways,
somewhat challenging. Let's see what the yes/no says. It's the King of Candles, Wands reversed. And it says, well, we'll get to what the King of Candles means, but as far as the yes/no goes, it's meaning yes, you could get admissions, but you will have to work for it. So isn't that what we kind of have been saying here? You're going to have to make some changes, figure out what's wrong, and work on it. And the King of Candles reversed is showing some of the challenges you face here. You're really going to have to try to just courageously persevere through this period of rejection. You have to try to persevere. You have to try to make changes, whatever they are, changing where you're trying to get admitted to, or changing your approach, or changing your program a little bit to see if you can't find a way to get in.
Right. The King of Wands normally talks about a charismatic, brave, charming kind of person. And even if you don't feel that describes yourself, you're going to have to find a way to be a little bit more charismatic or charming, or at least brave enough to press your point, strong enough to press your point, and stick with it. There's no guarantees, but it does seem like, the indication was yes.
I feel like this is showing that you are at the point of giving up here. That King reversed.
Ooh,
and,
yeah.
this is maybe this is a do or die moment for you. So maybe you need to give it one more shot and put your all into making this work for you before you give up. And that's what I would say. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
And right now we are on Viddy. Hi, Viddy.
Hi, Viddy.
And yeah, I think we should close the list.
All right.
Lions game and all.
You're welcome.
Could you do the typing for the chat and put the list as closed
I will.
in all caps?
I
Thank
will.
you. Okay. All right, we'll get to Viddy in a moment. I'm going to see if there's a question.
It's all done.
I either went too far or maybe not far enough.
I saw it up there. Do you want me to look for it?
Yeah, I think I might have went too far. Oh, wait, there he is. Hold on. Theme for the year 2025 in terms of love and career. Okay, we can do that. Why don't we do 2 and 2 on that? We haven't done that today. Let's do that.
There it is. Yep. All right.
Okay. Okay. Oh, is it my cards?
Mm-hmm. Am I shuffling for you?
I thought I just did my cards.
I don't remember.
I think it's your
I
deck.
thought it was my Mind's Eye tarot we used.
No, I used the, didn't I use the, because you asked me to use the deck. I thought I used this one. The old deck, because I just put it away.
Okay. I got a deck then.
Okay.
Sorry, Sonny.
Yeah, because you put out the mice and the I remember now.
You're right.
Yep. So
Sonny.
do 2 and 2 when you're ready.
And then when he moves his head.
Sonny. There. Let Mom's arm pull you away there. Yeah. You gotta come back and see me. Come here. Come here. Little guy. So sweet. No.
I'm going to use the Spheres of Heaven tarot.
You know. Here, I can read this. Okay. Okay. Got room now. Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to do 2 though. I can still do it. 2 and 2. No, don't come too close there. Good boy.
All right. Love. Page of Cups reversed. Career. The Lovers upright. Second card. Love. Queen of Pentacles upright. Second card for career. 6 of Cups.
Huh. Well, let's tackle love first.
So the tone or theme.
And I'll give you the Lenormand for those right now. This was first here. The goldfish. It's funny we got all this money and stuff in love. I don't get it, but the stork. So, this is really interesting to me. So we have the Queen of Cups reversed.
No, the Queen of Pentacles is upright.
Oh, it's upright.
The Page of Cups is reversed.
That's it. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles upright. So I feel here you may have a hard time finding somebody that really clicks with you in this year ahead. In the romance department, I think here, Vidi, that there's going to be options this year. Things are going to open up for you. And I see that in the Lenormand. I feel that way here, that there's going to be maybe some new beginnings, some people that you meet that look promising. And I don't know if they're going to totally feel like they are right for you, though. That's just it with that Page of Cups reversed. It may also mean possibly that you will have one relationship that might hang on, but it's really going to get off on the wrong foot. It's not going to feel right to you right away. But I have a feeling you might give it a second chance, and that's when it might grow into something more fruitful. And I don't feel that that's going to happen very soon in 2025. You might go through some hits and misses first.
I like that. That's kind of interesting. I was looking for what I wanted to say there, so I thought I could steal that. No, seriously, though, the
Sorry.
Page of Cups reverse may speak more to the idea of certain uncertainties in a relationship, but the Queen of Pentacles sort of brings it back over to the other side about thinking about maybe where this would really support or emphasize your skill levels or your creative levels. So it's a little bit of both.
Well,
it's
it's
like
about
maybe
love.
taking a second look at somebody that maybe you hadn't seen in that same light. And maybe the stork is saying it's a new beginning with that in regard. The goldfish saying all of this abundance is like maybe saying you're in the dating pool a little bit, but eventually you come back to somebody that maybe you realize was somebody you shouldn't have passed by so easily the first time. It's sort of good. It's not really a bad thing.
No. It's not, but so I think it's going to be a more active year if it hasn't been for you. There will be opportunities here. Some of them just may not pan out for you. With work, let me get the Lenormand on that. I haven't looked at those either. Gosh, he's got my arm now. We got the anchor. We got the clock tower. I like this, Viddy. And it's interesting with the lovers there too. And what's the second card?
6 of Cups upright.
Well, this is interesting, Viddy. I don't know. You may find a job. You may make a choice on a job here that may have something to do with either something you've been interested in the past, or that you were happy about doing, or that you wanted to pursue in the past. You had really happy hopes and dreams about this. And I think here you're going to make the choice to find a job in that area. And the clock tower and the anchor, gosh, the clock tower indicates that you will find, that's a workplace. That's like an institution or a place that you decide to work at. Now, I won't rule out the idea that this might be school too, if you're thinking of getting more education. But you're really anchored and set at doing this. And this is, whatever this is, whether it's school or a job that you find, you are going to be very stable and supported here. Somehow or some way in 2025, you're going to find a place to set down your anchor in a job or in an educational program.
Well, I'm getting a somewhat different feel here, Viddy. I actually wonder if this card says that in your career you may end up being with, near, or around somebody that maybe you did have an involvement with. Even if it wasn't a serious relationship, maybe it was one that could have. And so maybe that's possible that those feelings will come back to you. But it just sort of feels like you're connected to a situation where maybe there's somebody you had strong feelings about or were close to in some regard, and that this may want to keep you there because you sort of feel like that relationship will help you grow in your career as well, or will bring some amount of opportunities to you. Maybe they're higher placed, they have favor, and they can mentor you or pull you along, something like that.
Yeah, that's what we have for you. I have nothing to add to that, but that was good, Mr. O. I guess.
So good luck with that, Viddy.
Good luck with that, Viddy. I have said everything I could on that. Now we're on Libra cusp.
Right. Thanks for giving us that, Dex.
What hidden messages do I need to know? All right, my deck. I'm going to go with the Golden Girls because I think that one will be easy to shuffle. They're a little tall, but they're very flexible. Okay. God, I always cut the cards with my left hand. It's just so not in my wheelhouse to do it with my right. Okay, interesting. We've got the Two of Wands reversed here. So what do you need to know? Well, I think here you need to know that maybe some plans that you had for something, whether it's a trip or putting together an event or going to an event, or maybe just something you were hoping to do or accomplish, well, they may have to be reworked or rescheduled. It just seems as though whatever, that you have in mind, may not come through the way you had hoped it would.
It's even possible that you might have been thinking about a new or different direction for yourself, but you
Yeah.
now realize that maybe it's not necessarily a scuttle. It could be. Future will tell. But if it's not a scuttle, then it's a serious reworking or delay to this implementation.
So why is this important? Oh, Queen of Wands reversed. Well,
You don't have the oomph you need.
Yeah, you just don't. For some reason,
You're not feeling
this could
it.
be you. I don't know, Libra. I hope you're not going to be under the weather or anything. I mean, this card usually is not a sign of ill health at all, but there could be something that kind of pulls you back, and holds you back from doing what it is you wanted to accomplish. You may not have the energy you normally have. Maybe, perhaps, you've been working too hard on something and you've burnt yourself out. Or maybe certain stressful things in your life that have occurred have kind of worn you out, this holiday season. So you're just not that with it.
The idea of a delay here may be addressing the fact that it's important because you're about to realize, or you have realized, you may not have anything that it takes, or most of what it takes. Like maybe this is a thing that would have involved a different skill level or a different set of resources, and you've realized that you're not ready for that now.
Or if it was about travel, you just you just can't get yourself together to take this trip. Or maybe something else postpones it. Maybe you're concerned about weather, etc. Well, where are things headed? The good news is you can do something about this. Look at that. It's the Eight of Pentacles. Boy, that card's been coming up a lot today, good amount of times. And the Ace of Pentacles is about doing the work. Okay, if you want to see this through, if you want to make this happen, there may still be a way, but you have to muster up the perseverance and the energy you need that seems to be lacking here to make it happen.
This addresses what I said there. This is saying like you have this opportunity or you will have this opportunity or need to basically go back and figure out what the skills are that you should be trying to get. So let's look at the Lenormand.
Look at the Lenormand.
Polar bear, be strong. But hey, child, baby steps. So undertaking anything that advances skills or trains you something makes you stronger, but it may take a while, a cycle to get through that. So invest in yourself is what it could be saying.
Well, I think what the child is saying is that if you take it slow, take it slow. Don't be hard on yourself. Take it slow. Take it easy. Maybe don't take yourself too seriously at this point. And I think the slower you make a move, a little bit here, a little bit there, you'll start to feel your power returning, your personal power with that, bear. Or if it's a matter of even not having enough money or resources to accomplish what you want, do a little bit at a time. Do what you can afford to do, and you'll start getting there. You'll definitely get to where you need to be.
All right, Libra.
All right. Good luck with that.
And Dextrose is up.
Yep.
And wants a general reading.
Okay, your cards.
That's going to be my deck, and I figure I will use my relatively new Incubus Tarot.
Ooh, dark one.
It's a dark one.
He's a dark one. Who got that for you?
What?
Who got
you
that
did.
for you?
You did. My early Christmas present or something. Or was it my birthday present? They're so close to each other.
Well, I don't know.
In using
Depends if we go to Earth lore or not.
We have to, of course.
We do.
Alrighty, one more. General. These cards are like butter. They just
So
really
Dex wanted a general,
deal
right?
so well. Yes, general for Dex.
Yep, I'm going to get the list out
All
there.
right, Dex, here we go. Card 1. 6 of Pentacles. Upright.
Okay.
Card 2. King of Cups upright. Nice. Card 3, the Chariot upright.
Wow.
Wow, all upright, very nice. 6 of Pentacles included. It feels like, as a general reading, luck and fate and fortune are all on your side. The 6 of Pentacles says that maybe there's equal exchanges in either money or energies or whatever. That's good to know around Christmas time, that maybe, your generosity is matched by the generosity of others, kind of thing, or that, you're able to help others and others are able to help you. And maybe some of that also pertains to things of the heart decks, because the King of Cups seems like the most benevolent, priestly, or charitable, friendly, counseling kind of person. This is probably yourself. If it's not yourself, it's really somebody who really will interact with you. But I'm thinking these cards more talk about yourself. The Chariot is really saying this is a time where you feel so encouraged and motivated that whatever you felt was really challenging you in terms of a project or situation you wanted to be moving forward on, you totally will be able to do that. You are the Chariot. The Chariot is guided movement and strength in that movement.
Well, Dax, the 6 of Pentacles here seems to indicate to me, if you aren't already, you seem to be in a very balanced, even position right now. That things are flowing as they should. And that's good. And you feel it. You kind of feel pretty good about where you're at right now. That King of Cups upright is indicating that you feel very balanced emotionally moving forward. And that's the point, I guess. So maybe now is the time, or very soon is the time, now especially with Mercury being direct, now is the time to move forward with your plans and goals. This is a time to really pursue them. Go all in.
I like it.
Sometimes I say, hey, don't be too obsessed about, about your goals and about your vision. But this card here is telling you to be obsessed about it. I mean, in the sense of putting yourself all in. This is a time for drive, for perseverance, to see something through to the finish line. And I think here with these energies supporting that, it should go rather well. So whether this is a material concern or an emotional concern you have going forward, I think that you're in a really good position right now to move this forward. Just do it. And let's see if the Lenormand agree with that. There's always a bah humbug, isn't there?
The snake.
Okay, and it's interesting that the gingerbread is here.
Which refers to the public.
The garden, yes, very good. So, that's really interesting to me. Don't let anybody get in your way. That's the one thing here I see. The snake is a humbug. There may be somebody who might want to, I don't want to say betray you, but the snake is sneaky.
They're jealous.
They're jealous. They may be jealous of your success or progress of what you are trying to do or accomplish here. And if it does involve interpersonal relations, well, there could be somebody who may be jealous of what you have or what you're getting, and they might want to upset the apple cart. If it's business or work, you may have some rather stiff competition that will try to upend you here.
The Chariot gives the idea that maybe there is something that could be competitive about this. It normally looks at somebody who's being really motivated, but why is that? Maybe because they have a competitive spirit. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And it does, though, breed the idea that maybe other people may feel they need to challenge that. And so it may be that, not that they're a personal enemy, but they sort of want to give as good as they can get.
Yeah, so watch out in the social... in your social realm for trouble, or even with colleagues at work, etc.
Since it's a general reading, this could just be talking about, socially, you may have to wonder about a particular situation right now where somebody's being deceptive around you, a possible friend or new person who is hiding something maybe, or is not necessarily your best potential friend. All right.
Okay, so you kind of have an idea All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Especially at this
you know,
time
and
of year.
that could be about family gatherings too. So the gingerbread card. So
Right.
good luck with that.
Well,
Okay.
good luck. Everything else looks pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I'm not
think it
used to
looks pretty
seeing
good.
a general reading with all upright good cards. Not always.
Exactly.
So good luck, Dex. Happy holidays and all that.
Hey, Kara's up. Hi, Kara.
Kara. Ah, a new year. They just put it there at
Oh.
the bottom. Yeah, it's already there.
Okay, whoops. Don't have for me to focus on it. Uh-oh. You're going to ask Odin, be careful what you asked for here. All right, or who you ask. Well, they have cut you
Thanks,
some
Dex.
slack lately. Let's see what
Yeah,
they
it's a
have
little
for you.
chilly. Might
Thank
get
you,
up to
Dex.
39 or 40 here in Detroit area.
We have a couple warm days before it hits us with some cold again.
Up and down, up and down. All right, so it's your deck.
Yes.
Did you want me to
I
shuffle
thought
one? No, I don't think so. I think I used my,
Oh, you're right. You're right. You are right.
my Incubus Tarot.
Let me try. I can't get it out. No, not that one. Where'd it go? That one. I haven't used this one yet. Okay.
Do you want me to shuffle?
I'm gonna try. This one might work. Okay, so
What does Odin want Kara to focus on?
yeah, this one's okay. They're thinner. They're very pliable.
The best way to send us some Italian food. That's what Odin wants you
I
to
would have
focus on.
used the pasta taro, but I think that they're a little bit harder to shuffle today for me. I just hope I get all my strength back and none of this pain.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
No,
rainy,
it's
but it's not super rainy. It's definitely overcast here, Jackie.
Maybe a little drizzly. I'm not sure what's
Maybe,
going on
yeah.
out there. But it was supposed to be a real gloomy, rainy kind of day today. And warmer. And we're going to get more rain this week, even though it won't get towards
true.
freezing again
Hi,
by
Tanya.
week's end.
You're coming up soon.
All right, let's see. What does Odin have for Kara? Okay.
Are we on Tanya now? No, we're
No,
on Kara now.
we're
and
on
then
Kara.
Tanya's right after.
Yeah, Tanya's coming next. She knows. All right, Queen of Swords reversed.
What
Wow.
does Odin want you to focus on?
Well, one thing, this is pretty generic to me. He wants you to make better decisions, wiser choices. He wants you to focus. What?
He wants you to focus on the harsh decisions that maybe you have been putting off. To me, the Queen of Swords reversed is somebody who makes hard decisions that not everyone will like, and maybe not even they will like, but they really have to do them.
Well, but maybe this is about you, though. You have to take a hard look at yourself. Maybe Odin wants you to do that.
I'm
this
not
year.
disallowing for that.
No, I know you weren't. I'm adding it, though. I'm adding it. So why is this important? We'll get back to it. Wow. Do I call it or what?
Odin's got your number,
Do I
babe.
call it or what? He wants you to go deep. He wants you really to...
Go deep or go home, Kara. It's the High Priestess.
It's the High Priestess. Upright. Holy moly. Well, he wants you to come into your power, mystically, magically, spiritually, intuitively. He wants you to focus on that, I think. That's why this is important and why you need to do a little bit more. Maybe you need to focus, your intuition and some of your divination truly on yourself and doing some self-exploration here.
It makes me backtrack slightly to that Queen of Swords because that could be saying, too, that Odin wants you to really separate what it is that is distracting or impacting you so that you can focus on that.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's deep. So where will things be headed? This has come up quite a bit today, too.
Must be the Eight of Pentacles?
No.
No, okay.
What? Well, It's a saucer, 7 of saucers.
Aw.
It's the 7 of cups, and we certainly have seen that a few times here. And I think what it's saying is that Odin wants you to do this because then you will realize the many options that you really have before you. Maybe he thinks some of why you maybe are, maybe what you need to focus on and you can't figure it out and you're asking him for the advices. You need to discover more about yourself and what your capabilities are and where you need a little bit more work maybe so that you can make the right choice for yourself and know that you maybe have more options out there that you are capable of doing than you realize.
I think ultimately this says that Odin really wants you to make the choice you want and then, also
That's true too.
live with the consequences perhaps, but that's the best teacher. Experience is always the best teacher for all of us, no matter who we are.
That's true.
Lenormand time. And the home, the house, which is very nice. And the kitten, which is the dog. So I think a part of this is also saying, be loyal to the hearth. I know that would speak to sort of somebody with Odin teachings, but be loyal to your home, be loyal to what builds you, what is the foundation around you. And so that could just be saying, encourage, yourself to keep pursuing your choices.
Do good things for your, a good friend, which is what the kitten is about friendship. A good friend is there for you when you need them. A good friend is somebody who will have your back. Be your own best friend here, this is saying. Be your own best friend. Do what's right for you, for your own security, for your own comfort, for what makes you feel content and happy.
Look at those two
That's
kitties.
what Odin wants you to do.
Look at those two kitties.
Yeah.
Aww.
And 3 if we count Sunny.
Well, there's another one there.
Oh,
But yeah.
4. There you go.
Aww.
Well, anyway, I really feel this is it. You really are going to be doing more internal work, maybe where you are comfortable at home, and you feel safe and secure to do some of your own mystical, magical explorations on the self, dive deep, and come up with the options that are there for you, moving forward. Well, good luck with that. Nice reading too. Yes, like
That's
it.
a pretty nice reading. All right, it's Tanya.
Hey, at least Odin's not throwing any heavy demands on you. I kind of like this reading.
Well, there you go.
Hi, Tanya. All right, and then after Tanya will be Estelle as we get to the last few readings on the list. All right. Oh, do I not have Tanya on my... How did I do that? Did I take Tanya off the list already?
I don't know, but I'm looking for their question if they put it.
I did not want to do that.
Please add me. Want to know, has Divya ever had a word regarding me to V? If yes, what possibly can it be? So basically, what did Divya possibly say to V about Tanya?
Okay, so got it. It's like a dialogue between two people. Okay, what is he saying to me?
And I'm using the tarot, the Santa Muerte tarot. Okay, it's the first card is the reversed 10 of Pentacles. And it's followed by the upright Page of Wands and the upright 7 of Wands.
Oh, I think they have talked.
Oh yeah, it looks like
It looks that way. Well, here, look at this, Mr. O.
You probably knew it and just strongly suspected. So the partridges, that's
The birds.
the birds, okay. And the sleigh, which is the ship, travel.
Well, I don't know how deeply they've talked, but there's been something. I think here, that's the ten. What is it? The ten.
Ten of Pentacles reverse.
Yeah, it makes me wonder here. I don't know if they're family to the other person or a friend to the other person, but it seems to me that they may be talking about.
Well, you say you're unsure, but we're sort of seeing that they did talk.
Yeah,
Go on.
they
I'm
may
sorry.
have talked about whether you are a good person to bring into the family or start a family with. I think if that's what you're looking at here, if this is about a relationship with that other person, they may be influencing them negatively in some way and wondering if you are a team player. Let's put it that way if it's not about romance, but I think it is, isn't it, Tanya? And
Okay.
no. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that.
So D is the friend and D was talking to V, right? Well, they might have been talking and influencing them kind of negatively, but I hope not. Maybe she's trying to get you back, but it just looks as though that's problematic to me here. Like she's not sure you
V is who
two...
Tanya separate from. Divya is a friend.
What?
Never mind.
Are you getting it straight for yourself or you think I got it wrong?
Well, I guess it was about the pronouns, maybe. I thought you were wrong.
I'm trying not to use pronouns. I'll try to
But
use
you did.
them. I know, but just a
Okay.
fluke. So nothing to get excited about. But at any rate here, I feel as though there's some negative talk about whether, this relationship has stability or security. Maybe actually your friend is concerned that V is not right for you.
I don't know. Somebody is standing up, maybe, in some way. The Seven of Wands says somebody is standing up for something.
Right. But maybe that's V thinking she's got your back here. Maybe that's... I'm not V, I'm sorry. D thinking she's got your back here. They've got your back here. What's the middle card?
The Page of Wands, upright.
I think the intent was good. That's why it's making me think here that maybe she's concerned, or this friend is concerned, that that person is not right for you and their intent is good, that they're trying to have your back on this in some way.
It could be. I'm not totally sure I see that, but to me, that Ten of Pentacles reverse says that maybe something has kind of fallen apart. It could be the relationship or even the connection to other people that were associated because of the relationship, family or whatever. I think they talked. The Page of Wands is about communication or messaging. So I think that Divya did talk with V. It is possible that V is the one who tried to stand up for themselves. But you asked the question more from Divya's point of view.
Right, that's why, right.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay, go ahead.
So the question really is if Divya is trying to...
Either get you back or said something bad.
Maybe Divya's trying to protect you. That standing up for you is a way of protecting you.
Bingo.
Okay,
Bingo.
thank you. It took me a while to realize that.
I really have, at first I came into this with a negative attitude towards D, but I'm seeing this picture differently now, Tanya. I really feel here that maybe she feels, yes, that V did you wrong, and that maybe you should not get back together, that this may not work out long term for you. And so really, they're trying to message this in some way, whether it is to V or whether it is to you, that they're trying to show you they have your back here. They really are trying to look out for your best interests.
Tanya
here.
has asked us if we can confirm it, so I think we have to do a yes or no.
In a minute, we didn't touch the Lenormand, so let's
Sure.
not push it. We've got the ship here and the birds. And I almost feel here that this is moving towards some more communication. I don't know if Dee is going to come out and have more of a talk with you about things, or maybe if Dee is going to have a talk with V about things. But this is moving towards more communication.
Okay, I agree. It seems like it is moving to this point that my guess would be, or it's sort of an intuition, is that V maybe approached Divya and wanted to see if you were able to be approached. Divya is probably not wanting to give V that idea, but there is a sense that this communication may move forward still, that maybe V may be a little bit more assertive in that regard. We can do the quick yes or no, the one that you have the reading for.
But how do we want to do it? Do you want to
The
know
one card.
if D was standing up for you, or do you want to know if D was communicating with V? I think I need to know that for this.
Right. Are we confirming that Divya did talk to V at all?
We'll do the quick yes, no. So which is it? Get out the sheet again. If Divya is doing it on positive intent.
Okay, that's a good question. Thank you.
Yes, that works for me.
Do you want to shuffle them too or no?
I'll shuffle once. Are those fair? Oh, those are cardboard. I'll try it once. I'll do
You
it
may
once.
be able to do it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, that went well. I'm good. Let me even cut them. Look, I can use my left hand.
Wow, you're
It's
so
when I
good.
turn my hand the other way that it's hurting me. I'm noticing that now.
King of Pentacles.
Okay, the King of Pentacles is upright. Well, I don't know what this means. Because it says it means it's yes, but it comes with a price. So in other words, is she being effective in trying to be your advocate here, in looking out for you here? Is it making a difference? I think she means incredibly well by doing this. I think with the King of Pentacles upright, that is saying that, but is it really being effective one way or the other? So in other words, if she is talking to V, is it having an influence on V at all?
You said V hurt you, and of course we don't need to know
Yeah.
the details on that, but that stands on its own, Tanya, of course. And so Divya may be trying to protect you from V in this conversation.
I feel real protective energy here.
Right. The King of Pentacles is about protection too, because Pentacles does talk about how secure we feel, how protected we feel. The King is the kind of person that tries to manage that or organize that. So your friend is trying to protect you, but whether it's going to go in the right way, I think they're doing it on positive intent.
Yeah.
But this may still provoke more actions from V eventually, or something
Or
else.
not. Or V will just stay away if there's nothing happening.
Well, is
So,
that the price?
It may be. Well, it's hard to say. The price may be one way or another. I mean, for example, if D is going in it with the intent that V is not good for you and trying to convince V to let this go and stay away, you may not be happy about that if you really want it back. So, this relationship back, regardless of the pain that V may have caused you. So the thing is, it's kind of depends on you a little bit too and what you really want here. She may feel she has your best interests at heart, but are they? And that, is up to you, I think, a little bit there, Tanya, and what you want to invite back into your life or not. So good luck with that. I think she's got good intent here. That answers your question.
Yeah.
So good
I
luck
agree.
with that. We're going to move on to Mary the Aries,
A cell.
I believe it is. Am I right? No, it's a cell. I'm sorry.
What is
Mary's
the
at
ideal
the end.
type of girl for Taehyun?
What was that? I couldn't hear it.
What is the ideal type of girl for Tae-hyun?
Oh, okay. Well, that's a tricky one. Let me use my cat one.
Oh, right. This is that reading, maybe.
Yeah. I think, well, if it's ideal,
Well, we'll see what the tarot thinks is ideal, maybe.
yeah. We can always spin negative cards that way. So I'm going to be looking at that.
You're welcome, Tanya.
Hey, you're very welcome, Tanya.
Good luck.
We will go into a little overtime here, but I should be ready at kickoff time. I'm going to be missing the pregame show.
We'll be back on Thursday night from 7
okay
to
with
9.
that.
So check that out. Also, I've been using a new tarot on my Goth Tarot, the Midnight Boulevard. So follow me on Wednesday mornings as I explore it a little bit more. I have even more curious ideas for it.
Well, okay. The perfect ideal person.
So I'll slightly reframe that as the type of girls he might like.
Yeah. How about a fire kitten? Which is
Fire
the Page
kitten.
of Wands.
Uh-huh.
That is very cool to me. It's obviously a person who's very enthusiastic, who has a real zest for life, who just seems to have a lot of creative energy. What?
I was going to say something when you're done. Sorry.
Oh, a lot of creative energy and somebody who can be really inspiring to them. Not to mention have a little bit of a passion going on there.
Well, it may be too that this type of girl that might be, appealing to Tae-hyun maybe is a little younger than him, or maybe acts like they still have a lot of youthful vibrancy and energy, because of course that's very much there. So this is a very youthful minded person. If they aren't in fact younger to him, he might prefer somebody who's younger to him.
Oh.
So then we have drawn the moon to signify.
So basically, I think they like somebody who always keeps them guessing, who always brings a little bit of mystery or romantic intrigue into their life. Maybe somebody who's willing to be a little bit, I don't know how to say, experimental or open-minded, and has a very romantic nature. That moon, right?
Okay, so this is a secondary quality?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a theme overall. They want this to
like
continue in the relationship.
Right. They're looking at somebody that provides maybe a sense of continuity and regularity to their life, because the moon can be counted upon to move through its phases pretty much accurately from month to month. And so they're looking at somebody that maybe that, presents different qualities to them, not just what we talked about here, but maybe has some more serene or deeper aspects to them, not because of maybe time flow, but just because it's part of their nature. The moon sort of represents a changing nature too, somebody that's able to grow or to hold back when necessary.
Okay, and the final card. Ooh. Well, I don't like this one. But this is interesting. I have to look at this in a positive aspect. The Five of Swords.
The Five
They
of Swords.
like being intellectually challenged, and also they don't mind a little bit of, how should I say this? A little bit of not arguments, but, well, yeah, I guess so.
They can get aggressive.
They don't mind, having a little bit of back and forth. They don't worry that in this relationship that they don't necessarily agree on everything, but they find a way to maybe work with those differences, to make the relationship more exciting or appealing.
He's probably looking at somebody who doesn't necessarily agree with everything, somebody who has a sense of their own ideas, and he doesn't mind having some jousting, mostly emotionally or intellectually, I would imagine, between them in terms of how a relationship goes forward.
All right, so what else? Got the Lenormand.
So here's the sleigh, but over here we have the candy cane.
Ooh, huh.
I'm wondering if this is saying that
Oh,
that
I got
they
it.
may not meet this person right away, or that this person sort of, they become known to them when maybe they realize that their options are limited. The sleigh is about travel, but the cross is about maybe things that are breaking up, right?
Sure. On a more general level, it could be about, the sleigh could be about movement.
Okay.
Now, what I think here, though, is that they like to be stable. This person
Oh.
likes to be stable. They don't want to move around a lot. That would give them a lot of grief and headaches. So they want somebody who's willing to be stable and comfortable and secure, maybe where they are right now. You know, I mean, in the community that this person lives in. They want people to be happy there. They don't want to move around a lot. And I also feel here, too, there could be something else. They want somebody who is going to who's going to be able to, I don't know if this person, Estelle, that you are asking about has had a lot of grief and sorrow in their life, but they want somebody who's going to bring the joy back. They want somebody who's going to let them put their sorrows and maybe some of the melancholy that they've experienced behind them.
Do you feel a hint of that through the Five of Swords?
No, maybe because it's upright, maybe. I feel it more with the movement of the sleigh.
Okay, I can see that. I see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
I guess I agree. I mean, I sort of always put the horse before the cart kind of thing there with
Nice.
that. But it could be talking about that. And once again, it maybe likens to the idea of changes too. So maybe this is a person that doesn't change easily, that they might have to slowly acclimate to certain kinds of changes.
And that's what we have for you, Estelle.
All right, Estelle. Good luck, or for that person.
Yep.
Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley.
Did Shirley leave one? Let's see.
Thought they did.
You have been added to the list. I saw that part. What will my business continue to improve from today for the next 2 months? All right.
Okay, so like 2 months. Cool. There it is.
Well, let's see what we've got out there. December, January. Let's see. Or
Business
January,
improving in the next 2
February.
months.
Huh?
Business improving in the
Yeah.
next 2 months. Okay.
Yeah. Your deck.
Yes, I have it. It's the Nefertari.
Yep. Hey, you're welcome, Estelle.
You're welcome. And we are winding down the show.
And my game awaits. Mr. Oh, I might have to put off dinner.
Well, remember, I was thinking I might head out.
Oh,
I haven't totally figured that out yet or not.
I'm thinking of making popcorn now, if there is one. No.
Well, you know, that's not always my favorite.
It's game day. And I have no pizza, so... All right. Come on, you.
3 cards. 6 of Cups upright. 3 of Wands upright. I like it. And 4 of Cups upright. So they're
So
all
why did
upright.
I get this?
So why do you get that? The anchor. Anchor's away. And the candy cane. There's that gosh darn candy cane.
Well, as good as conditions get, Shirley, there'll always be some reason to worry. That's the way I look at it. You're
Yeah.
kind of, as a business person, you're probably always worried about the way things are going to go, whether the business will remain stable, which is what the anchor is. And there's worries. You're always going to have that worry. But looking at the tarot cards, they all look pretty good, don't they, Mr. O?
Right. The Six of Cups there seems to tell me that the better you can create good friendships or relationships with customers or or potential customers would be really helpful in this time period, and that maybe that would pertain to why things will be better.
And that Six of Cups is upright. You know what I was thinking of as
What?
you said that? That was perfect. Returning customers.
Yes.
You want to encourage more
Yes.
returning customers. And that's what I think that is. People who have used your business in the past. They will be coming back.
Right. And then moving to the Three of Wands, it's still indicating that because of this or in spite of this, there are some or one other good business opportunity that you need to watch for and take advantage. It might be some system that allows you to find a way to encourage people to return. Like maybe it's a PR thing, and it's an opportunity to get in on it. But it could be something else.
Exactly. Strategize, strategize, strategize. It says here you may have already done that and you have a winning plan in place. But, you keep you asking if your business will improve. Well, okay, you're going to have to do something to ensure that that's going to happen. You have to have a good plan in place or create one. So in other words, how can you maximize the success or improvement that you are seeing right now? That's, I think, what that card is all about.
And then we have the Four of Cups.
The Four of Cups is kind of tricky here in this position. I would say be careful not to take on too much more than you can handle, because you may start to lose your steam here. Sometimes the Four of Cups is about that. And it's also if you're too mired into the day-to-day, into trying to get through things, you may not see an opportunity that may be trying to present yourself that could really improve things for you.
Less is more, as they say, so maybe not focusing on a variety of choices because they're all looking appealing. Maybe at this time too, the spirits are high, as they say, but maybe you have to figure out really what are the best ones to maximize at this time, and that would be one of your keys.
And I really don't like to see the cross with the anchor because it sounds like you're anchored in grief or worry or despair. But I feel in business, if you're a business owner, I don't know, I'd always be worried about the health of the business.
Could be
and,
the attitude.
Obviously with a lot of changes going on in this country right now, I think you're American, I'm not sure, but if you're not, either way, with a lot of the changes that are going on in the world, we always have to worry about where the economy is going to take us next. And so it's healthy to have some worries or fears. Just don't let them overwhelm you.
Another way of looking at those two cards there too could be saying that in this 2 months period or towards the end of it, most likely, you may not really have the data you need to really feel as positive about it. And so you may have to hold on until, like another month or two when you see some more results coming in or an analysis of that.
Yeah.
Just wondering. So
that's
good luck.
what we have for you. That was pretty interesting reading, Shirley.
Good luck, Shirley.
Good luck with that. And it was pretty good overall. So
I thought it was
think
a
you're
good
gonna do
reading. I hope
fine.
it really works out for you. Happy holidays. And now we are on Mary.
Yay!
Mary the Aries. Hey, Mary.
We made it to you, Mary.
Yeah, you're our
Last
last
but
one.
not least, right at 4 o'clock, too. Interesting. Here's
You
the
are
Lenormand for you.
Already? Right at 4.
And did we get a question? I'm going to check.
I thought Mary might have
Oh, I'm
left this
sure
one.
we probably did get one. Everybody's been really good about that. Thank you for doing that.
Working out just great.
I don't see it.
Okay, it's either above her asking about the Jennifer.
Well, I've got to
I'm
the
gonna look
point
for
where
it.
she's not on the list, and I
May I
go,
please ask? Oh, wait, that's Shirley. So, whoops. Mary wants to do a general.
oh, okay.
Very good.
Thank you,
You're
Mary.
welcome. I found it.
All right.
Alrighty. So
I
we
guess
are
I'll
out of
use
here after this general.
The Raven's
Thanking
Dream
everybody
by
for the wonderful time we had.
This might
If we
be-
got any donations or subscriptions, we are very grateful. I don't know that we did.
This might be a challenge shuffling these, but I want to use this
You want me to do it?
today. No. I'm good. This is the last reading. I'll get through it.
You're welcome, Shirley. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We thought it was a pretty good reading, so we hope it holds true.
Perfect. But I will use this hand to cut. All right. Well, you got the Two of Pentacles upright. I like that.
Thank you, Shirley.
You got the Five of Wands reversed. Oh, and you got the Devil reversed. All right. And those Lenormand. When you're ready. Thank you, Shirley.
It's the North Pole, which is the crossroads, and the acorns, which are the clover.
This is a really nice reading. I think you're going to find, Mary. We've had some good ones today. It's always nice when I can give out good news once in a while. But you know, the Two of Pentacles right now is achieving a balance, a stability in your life or in your affairs in certain areas of your life. You feel like things are more under your control now. Now, that being said, it may not always be easy to keep that kind of healthy balance going, but I think that it means that things are starting to level up for you, or you're gaining more control over things. Do you want me to go a card at a time?
Yeah, I'm not
go?
going to add a lot there with the Two of
Okay.
Pentacles because I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
The Two of Pentacles is bringing a sense maybe of a peace that you have right now and feeling that no matter what happens, you'll be able to handle it. It doesn't say necessarily that everything is peachy keen, but more or less you have the ability to handle most situations at this time.
But this balance might be occurring because some pressures, maybe that others are involved in with you, whether it's fights, arguments, disagreements, are starting to ease or will be easing or will be let go. Maybe you will be walking away from it. But whatever it is, these pressures, these stressors that seem to be influenced by other people around you are going to be dissipating now.
I'm sure that there's some amount of resonance towards the Two of Pentacles that maybe, in fact, you had to be a sort of arbitrator or peacemaker in the
find
situation.
the balance.
It does feel like really maybe people looking at you and realizing they can be calm if you can.
And with the Devil reversed, this is saying here you're going to feel much freer, liberated now to really move in a direction you want to. Not controlled by others, not controlled by these outside circumstances or forces there in that card. It just seems as though you have found your freedom and you're going to feel much better about it.
It's kind of cliche for me to use the Devil reverse this way, but maybe with that Five of Wands, this was about you helping people or navigating through people that had some dependency issues and that you basically had to either tell them where it's at or work with them to help them resolve them for themselves.
I can almost bend my fingers now this way without pain anymore. This is so good. So the other thing is with the Lenormand, this is really interesting to me. I feel like whatever path you choose going forward, luck is on your side. Luck is on your side now. Just choose a direction, choose a path, and know that the universe has your back now.
You know,
everything seems to have a much lighter feel in this reading.
With those cards, I almost wonder, Mary, if what we were saying here results in some sort of change for you in your status quo. Like maybe this is about a particular set of relationships or associations that you may want to move away from. It could have been, a church group or some other kind of focus group that maybe this kind of stuff was going on. But that was a personal challenge to you in a way too, that maybe going through that process was really important for you to do that. And now you can move on to some other situations in a better way. Hey, Kara, thank you for that.
See what I wrote there, Kara? It's game time! We are done. Well, I hope that resonated, Mary. It looks like things are really going to start moving in a better direction for you if they haven't been. It just seems like there's balance achieved, there's less stress, there's moving towards some lucky moves or maneuvers here. I like it. I like it all the way around. And it's a great way to end the show on a positive note. So thanks, everybody, for some really cool readings today. We're glad we're able to give out some good news. We're also glad when we can give out news that people need to hear, good or not. And we wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Don't forget, come January, we're going to be doing some new stuff.
Yes,
the lightning round. But this week, don't forget to watch Goth Tarot. Don't forget to watch our other live show on Thursday night.
And we'll have our monthly modality message come out on Saturday. That video is good for the entire Capricorn season. So you might want to check that out. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or evening. And go Lions.
Bye, Jackie. Bye, Kara. Bye, everybody.
Bye.